how's it going? Diecast and More here, and today we're going to be doing a review of the John Deere 345G LC produced by Ertl in 1/50th scale. And without too much further ado, we're going to hop right into the review here. And basically we're going to start out with the opening doors on the model. Seeing as this is a prestige model, you do get some opening doors. Over here we get, can't see it too terribly well, but we've got radiators over here on this side. Spinning the model around. Over here we've got some pumps, filters, standard stuff, hoses, and up here we've got some more filters, or a filter I should say. Definitely helps to add a little bit of realism to the model, no doubt. Spinning the model back around here. One thing that people have been quick to point out is that the decal here is in the wrong place. It's supposed to be back here on the model. I don't really mind it too terribly much. The cab has fairly decent detail. It does have the sticks, the seat. It's got a few things going on in there, but really nothing to get too terribly excited over. Should be able to see it there. That's about it. It's got obviously a mirror, a handrail, and two forward-facing lights. That just about does it for the cab. It has obviously the Deere logo up there. A lot of people have been stating that the bucket on the machine is very large. However, it's really not. It's not quite as large as people have been making it out to be. It's not 345, or excuse me, 470 or 450 large. Coming back the sides, we have just screen printed vent decals here. At the rear, we have the John Deere logo. Have a John Deere logo on the back of the cab there as well, with some red reflective striping. Coming over here, we see the 345 decal here, along with another Deere logo there, another Deere logo there. We've got one mirror right here, 2, 3 mirrors in total. Small exhaust, nothing too wild. We've got the handrails coming down the side of the machine. Excuse me. On the top of the machine here, you can see there is step treads here that are painted black. Also, it's kind of hard to see, but there is a light. There is a light right here that you can see. Another Deere decal right there. I didn't even notice until just now. That pretty much does it for the details of the machine. The bucket does have a little bit of wear plate detailing on the bottom of it there, as you can see. Nothing to get too terribly excited over though. The tracks are not spring tensioned. They are just loose, roll very nicely. Nothing to get too crazy about there. I have modified the stick curl in feature. Stock, it stops like right about there, I think. I've made it to curl in a good remaining distance. Doesn't really want to hold that extra bit, but I can pose it on a trailer with that. It makes a big difference versus it sticking up a little bit higher, like it looked like that before. So having that extra little bit to curl up on a trailer is nice. That is as high up as the model wants to reach. To make it go up any higher than that, it's going to require some heavy modification, which I'm not really trying to dive into at this point. Stock, the model wanted to reach about that far out. It might have only actually wanted to go about that far out stock. However, at this point I have modified it to where it'll go just about all the way out. And you can see there the bucket almost wants to lay flat, but it doesn't quite do it. Obviously it's not the end of the world by any means, but that is something that I usually try to look for in a model. So there's your reach. In terms of dig depth, I mean, it's decent. I don't really need much more than that personally myself. But overall, the model holds just about any pose you would want to hold with it. It's nicely built. It's got some nice opening doors. The price is right. I mean, there's been a lot of people online that have been knocking it, but there's really not much to hate on with this model. Now, I will pull out my 335 here real quick, which is obviously in direct comparison with it, and this isn't a standard model anymore. But just for quick comparison, I would like to try to put the buckets somehow side by side, but I guess it's not going to happen. No, it's about even there. Let's see. So, as you can see, they're about the same size in reality. They're very, very similarly sized buckets. You know, obviously the buckets are a little bit bigger than one another, but for the price point, you know, it's really hard to beat the Deere or the Cat. I mean, you can't go wrong with either. However, you know, it's just really a matter of personal preference at the end of the day. But that's going to wrap up this review for the Deere. If anybody has any questions or anything like that, just send me a comment or message on Instagram, @DiecastMore, and try to answer it the best I can. I hope everybody enjoyed this little review, and we'll see you all in the next video.